Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Walk in Favor Network. I am Pastor K. First and foremost, thank you all so much for your emails this week. Very good emails, and I was able to respond to quite a few of them. I got a lot of emails from the video I did. I think it was on Tuesday. A lot of people, I think that was the one about getting revenge. A lot of people responded to it. And I draw my inspiration from some of those emails from Tuesday. And I was reading an article. And in the article, it talked about some things we must learn to be okay with. A few examples of that, and I'm going to paraphrase this to make it specific to my wording. And this applies to the revenge factor. Learn to be okay with walking away from anything or anyone that disturbs your peace. See, there's some of you still walking around and you don't have peace about how a relationship ended, or the coldness of it, or some people like to say, well, I just feed them with a long-handled spoon. But you've got to be okay to let go of anything or anyone that disrupts or disturbs your peace. You got to learn how to be at peace with things. Learn that some things don't require a response. Some things you are never going to get closure on, because the closure you need will come from people who are already in the ground. Can I say it like that? They've already transitioned. You're never going to get the answer that you want. And then there's some people that's still here on this side. You're still not going to get closure from them because they're not able to tell you the truth about it, because whatever their reason may be. They have all kind of reasons, but be okay with never getting closure. Also, learn to be all right with saying no. It's okay to say no to something that you really don't feel like doing. I don't know about y'all, but Pastor K is of the age right now. If it's something I don't want to do, I simply just don't do it. If it's somewhere I don't want to go, whether I'm well, sick, or don't feel good, if it's a place I don't want to go and I already know, because the people who are there going to make me feel uncomfortable, or I'm going to feel some type of way about it, I simply just don't go. Can I say this? Someone called me the other day and said, Pastor K, I was invited to such and such event, but all the people there, they done talked about me like a dog. They don't even really like me. So my question to them was, why are you even considering going? You know what their response was? Well, if I don't go, then they're going to all be talking about me. And I said, hold it, pause. What did you just say when you initially told me about this event? You said they don't like you, correct? They talk about you and all of this. So if you don't go, you said they're going to be talking about me. What's the difference? If you go, it's going to be the same outcome. And if you don't go, it's the same outcome. The whole key in this, I said to the person, is your peace. If you already don't feel at peace about it, and you're already talking, I'm already anxious and stressed out because I told them, I might come. So what was wrong with you saying, no, I won't be able to make it, but thank you for the invite? Well, if I would have said that, Pastor K, then they would have asked me why. And then I would have been forced to tell them a lie, make up an excuse. No, you wouldn't have. Simply decline the invite and thank you. You're grown. Some of us are grown, because we well over 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. Why do you feel the need to explain when you don't want to do something? If you don't want to do something, simply say no and keep pushing. That sounds harsh and cold, but I'm sorry, but I done been through too much in my life, and I'm at the age where now I'm trying to make it in up here. I'm not going to be putting myself in situations and scenarios that is not conducive to me having peace. And I'm already stressed out just the fact before I even get there. That's nonsense. Also, be okay with not carrying other people's burdens. See, some of you carry too many people problems and burdens. You have inserted yourself, or they have invited you into their chaos, drama, and toxic life. I said this the other day. If this does not directly involve you, why are you getting in that? Even if it's your children's children, there comes a time when you got to say, baby, you got to figure that out on your own. I can't get myself involved. Because you know what? Once you start giving advice on it, they're going to go do the exact opposite of what you told them. Or worse than that, if you got boys, those of you got sons, everything you done said about your son, wife to him, he going to go back and pillow talk it to her. Girls, everything you done talk to your daddy about him about or your mom about, pillow talk, you going to go back and tell him. So now you got the spouses hating on the in-laws because something you done went to them and started up. See, they'll break up today and they right back together tonight. So some things, stay out of that. Let them figure that out. Don't carry other people's burdens and problems around. Learn to be okay with releasing things you cannot change. There are just some things we can't go back in the past and correct or change anything. It's done. What's done is done. We've got to be at peace with what happened and learn how to move on with our lives. It don't mean it does not hurt. It doesn't mean you forget about it, but it means that you have to come to a place where you say, I got to let go of this because this here caused me bad. This triggers me. I got to move forward because this is a stumbling block. Don't let stumbling blocks and hindrances of your past or certain situations or events that happen, don't let that keep you out of heaven. Because if Jesus come back today or tomorrow, a lot of people going to get lost because they can't let go of stuff. Another thing is learn to be okay with changing your mind and redirecting your plans. It's all right to change your mind. It's okay to say, you know what, I thought about this, and after much prayer about it, the Holy Spirit has directed me not to go in that direction. That's all right. Stop feeling guilty and shame because you changed your mind. People can say what they want. See, you done flip-flopped again. No, right now I'm obeying the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is telling me that's a move I should not make right now. Be okay with people not understanding your decision and your choices. Choose you. Choose yourself. Sometimes you've spent a whole lifetime putting other people first. Now, I'm not talking about your children and, things like that. But there comes a time when you're an empty nester. Ain't no children in the house. You got to put yourself first, your needs, things you have sacrificed, things you've put on hold of not doing for yourself because I got to make sacrifices. These children getting ready to get their cap and gowns, got to have class ring money. I got to have the money when they go to college. No, you're beyond that now because now they're out of the house. They have their own families, their own homes. What's wrong with you doing a little something for yourself? What's wrong with you taking a little trip? What's wrong with you practicing self-care? I continue to tell you, self-care is the best care because if you laid up in a hospital somewhere or a nursing home or ALF somewhere and it's laying there with all these regrets, I wish I could have done this. I can't do it now. But see, don't live your life with a whole bunch of regrets. I know money is tight. I know what the economy is. But even if it means going somewhere, sitting in a nice restaurant, having you a nice meal, it's not so much about the food. It's about doing something for you. Y'all get what I'm saying? And some people have an issue with being alone or doing things by themselves. That's part of the problem, especially with younger people, is they don't like being alone. That's why you see them travel from one relationship to another. And you're like, oh, I thought that was your boyfriend Thanksgiving. Oh, you got a new one by watch night? They can't be by themselves because being by themselves forces them to think about things and look over their life. Take time out for yourself. Learn to love yourself. Because I always say, how you going to give love to someone else when you're not even giving love to yourself? You don't even treat yourself right. In spite of what you might think and in spite of what you may do, you've got to learn to be okay with some things. I wanted to end this week with this, and I was glad I got those emails about the revenge seeking. You got to just learn how to know when to walk away, learn when to shut down, learn when it's time to move forward with your life and let stuff go. Find the things that give you peace. Find the things that give you joy and happiness. Your life matters too. Your life is precious and life is very short. We don't know the day nor the hour when our number is going to be called. Accept the fact that not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will really care about your decisions. Not everyone is thinking about something that you may be thinking. People don't look at things sometimes the way you do. But you've got to understand. Sometimes you have to make a decision and let the chips fall where they may and be okay with it. Y'all be blessed, be well, get focused, and remember the word of the month, declutter your life. I pray you have an awesome weekend. I will see you back on Monday. And don't forget, like the video, share it with other people, hit the thumbs up, follow me, subscribe to me, and hit the notification bell. Y'all be blessed, declutter, and watch as well as pray. I'll see you back on Monday.